Hey guys, I am back. I've been quiet recently. I've been quiet on Twitter the last couple days because I tweeted at Cop Pizzle that he's been clout chasing, calling out people that have more subs than him and only people that have more subs than him. So that tweet got reported, so I can't tweet for the next couple days, which pisses me off because I would rip Cowboy fans on Twitter to shreds right now for what's going on right now. But so that's part of the reason why I'm gone on Twitter. And why I've been quiet here on YouTube recently, well, I'm working 3 jobs, so my time right now is very precious. But I got off work 2 hours early, checking my imaginary watch, and I got some time to drop my 2 cents. And it's going to be one of the best 2 cents that I'll ever pay for and drop right now. You really hate to see it. You know that phrase when people say that? You really hate to see it? Well, I love to see it because I'm loving what I'm seeing right now. And there's a reason why Cowboys Twitter's quiet right now. There's a reason why that the mainstream Cowboy video makers right now are going to be hesitant to make videos. There's going to be a reason why, Cowboy fans don't seem so energetic about this season like they usually are. There is a reason for all this, guys, because believe it or not, when I made that video laughing at the Cowboys for their Amari Cooper trade, there was no Cowboy fan saying or disagreeing with me at the time they made that trade. But Lord and behold, when the Cowboys got on a hot streak and made the playoffs, the trolls came out of their bridges and were laughing at me in the comments. Believe it or not, that video I made was not about the fact that you gave up a first-round pick for a wide receiver and still couldn't get past your divisional round hump, still haven't made an NFC title game in damn near quarter of a century. It was more than that. It was the fact that what are you going to do now? Knowing that you have his contract coming up, Ezekiel Elliott, who's a top 3 running back, and, supposedly the best quarterback in the NFC East in Dak Prescott. Supposedly he's the best. He was better than Nick Foles, apparently, and he was better than Wentz, and apparently better than Eli Manning. Apparently he was. The media and, since 70% of the NFL fans that you see are Cowboy fans, it seems like that everybody says that Dak is the best quarterback in the NFC East, but it's really just one fan base because, you can't go a day without seeing a Cowboys fan, whether it's in real life, social media, Twitter. You can't go a day without seeing one. So you could see the confusion there. How a team has $50+ million in cap space right now and supposedly has the best quarterback in the NFC East who's been available for every game and has won a playoff game and had a 13-3 season. You would question you would think that quarterback would get his money, right? Before the quarterback that's been injured. Makes sense to me, right? Dak Prescott's the stud of your team, right? Well, that's not how it works. Because the truth be told, the Cowboys offense is holding out. The Cowboys offense is holding out, and it's in Mexico right now. That's where the Cowboys offense is right now. You see, when people laughed at Malcolm Jenkins for skipping OTAs, right? People were laughing at us because our players were skipping OTAs, right? The most meaningless part of the offseason for veteran players. Because we were getting laughed at, like I said, for Malcolm Jenkins for missing OTAs, and he showed, but Malcolm Jenkins is here. He showed up. Everybody showed up to training camp. If someone from the Eagles didn't participate in training camp, it was because of injury. It wasn't because of bitch-assness. It wasn't because of holding out. Okay, we have a locker room culture over here. We actually got that. Malcolm Jenkins showed up because he's a leader, not a dildo buying fruit cup faggot. Right? There's a difference between the Eagles and the Cowboys. The Cowboys pop champagne bottles for winning the division and sweeping the Eagles. We recently hung a Super Bowl banner this last season. What banner are you hanging? We swept the Eagles because that's all you talk about. That's all you talk about is sweeping the Eagles. That's it. That's your banner. That's what you hang in this season. Since you haven't made an NFC title game in damn near a quarter of a century, I guess you might as well do that. Because now division titles mean something. They didn't mean anything when the Eagles were ringless, but now they do. Ezekiel Elliott is a top back when he's on the field, but when he's holding out, now it's, oh, we don't need him. You know, we have any Joe Schmo can run behind our offensive line. You know, the narrative after the 2015 season. Any Joe Schmo can run behind our offensive line. That's what they said when Murray left after the 2014 season. The fact of the matter is, give credit to Ezekiel Elliott. I give serious credit to Ezekiel Elliott for making a bum. Yes, that is the truth, Dallas fans. A complete bum in Dak Prescott for making him look like a Pro Bowl quarterback with stats. Dak Prescott has Pro Bowl quarterback stats on paper because of you. That is the truth, Dallas fans. I know you guys don't like the truth because you think like a bunch of females. All right, Cowboy fans, they don't trash talk based off common sense, logic, and facts. They talk trash based on feelings, emotions, and personal favorites like a female does. Guys, if what you're saying doesn't make a Cowboy fan feel good or feel a special way, then you're talking to a wall. It's a waste of your time. In fact, I'm wasting my time making this video right now because I'm speaking facts right here. Well, I'm just going to get a bunch of delusional, biased opinions. The fact of the matter is this. Ezekiel Elliott is your offense. The building block of your offense runs through your offensive line and your running back. Your offense is built around your running back, not your quarterback. You know, Dak always beats the Eagles, right? Dak beats the Eagles. Really, because without Ezekiel Elliott, Dak Prescott got crushed 37-9, didn't he? 0 touchdowns, 4 turnovers, less than 200 yards passing. So it seems like to me that it's Ezekiel Elliott and your defense that's sweeping us, not Dak Prescott, right? That's what it seems like to me. But, you know, Dak's the stud. Just like Skip Bayless says. Pay Dak. I pray that you guys pay Dak Prescott. I really do. Yeah, he shredded a patchwork secondary. The Eagles led the league in injuries last year. You know, but we don't get that, though. But if the Cowboys lose one offensive lineman, dear Lord, the media is going to cover them up like a blanket full of excuses. We led the league in injuries in the secondary. Carson Wentz went down. Our top 2 running backs were injured. We lost linemen. And we still had a better season than you guys. Yes, we did. We had a better season than you guys. Our playoff win at Chicago is more impressive than beating the Seahawks at home. We had a better season than you guys, believe it or not. You could say we beat the Saints and you didn't, but we beat the Texans and the Rams and you didn't. You got punked by a backup running back in the playoffs. Absolutely demolished by C.J. Anderson. You got punked in the playoffs by a backup running back. You should be embarrassed of yourselves. That you even call yourselves fans for thinking that, you know, you're like, for the guys out there, like, I'm going to mention this too. The Dallas dick riding in those Saints Uptown hangouts, you guys are lucky that I have not been able to get in those hangouts recently and my Twitter account has been suspended. I would rip you dumbasses to shreds. All right. Oh, the Cowboys out there are going to the NFC Championship game. How are they an NFC title game contender or Super Bowl contender when, one, their whole offense is holding out right now? 2, their receivers outside of Amari Cooper, Randall Cobb and Tavon Austin? Like, Jason Witten? Like, do you guys not hear these names that they got on the offensive side of the ball? Randall Cobb sucked last year in Green Bay, and that was with Aaron Rodgers. He's going from Aaron Rodgers to Dak Prescott. Man, Lord help him. Boy. They got Jason Garrett and Kellen Moore as offensive coaches. And you guys are crowning this team as a Super Bowl contender? Okay, all right. So you didn't need Dallas Goedert either, right? Oh, Connor Williams was the guy we wanted all along. We wanted Connor Williams. Yeah, you guys are still trying to pull shit out of your ass for a tight end right now. You brought Jason Witten out of the football booth because you still don't have a tight end. Clearly, you need Dallas Goedert right now. I love that. I love that. We took your tight end. Whether you want to deny it or not, we took your tight end, and you could sure use him right now, right? You guys didn't want to pay Cole Beasley, who was one of Dak Prescott's favorite targets in the passing game because he dinks and dunks, but you want to pay money and bring Jason Witten back. You guys want to pay DeMarcus Lawrence big money, but risk losing your star quarterback. You guys are morons. You guys are complete morons. Like I said, without Ezekiel Elliott, you lost 37-9. Your quarterback, Dak Prescott, was up 9-7 at halftime that game and allowed 30 unanswered points, 0 touchdowns, and 4 turnovers. The whole read option, and when he keeps the ball, why is that open? I don't know, because teams are trying to stop number 21. And can you really blame Ezekiel Elliott? He's led the league in rushing, 2 out of the last 3 seasons. Really could have been 3 out of 3 had he not got suspended. Like I said, top 2, top 3 running back at worst in the league. Clearly carries Dak Prescott and hides his flaws. Clearly does. Okay, Dak Prescott is nothing without Ezekiel Elliott. And don't give me, we are 4-3 without him in 2017. Cool, you beat the Giants. You beat the 6-10 Raiders, who would have won that game had Derek Carr not fumbled and had the refs not done that index card, because the refs in the NFL loves you guys, whether you want to admit that or not as well. So the refs handed you the Raiders game. You beat the Redskins. You beat the Giants. Those are 3 out of your 4 wins that you won without Ezekiel Elliott in 2017. You beat nobodies, and one of them with the refs. So stop it. When you played the Chargers, what happened? You got demolished on Thanksgiving. When you played the Eagles, what happened? You got demolished. Your team sucks. It's been hidden by a running back. I'd be damned if the Eagles season this year was dependent by the performance of our running backs. Do you know how pathetic that sounds? That's you guys right now. You guys, your guys' standard for popping confetti is a 10-win season. That's bare minimum over here. Ask any Eagles video maker on YouTube, any one of them, and 10 wins is the bare minimum standard right now. That's the standard. When Doug Peterson says the new norm meaning meaningful games in December and winning titles, and if we're not winning titles, then playing meaningful January football. That's the standard. That's meeting expectations right now. A 10, 11, 12-win season. For us, that is now meeting expectations. For you guys, that's the world to you. That is the absolute world to you. I mean, can I blame you? If you're a Cowboys fan in my generation, you haven't seen your team in an NFC Championship game. So how can I blame you? You guys are lame. Deshaun Park spits on your statue, and none of you guys outside of Boys for Life say anything about it? What? I'd be damned if somebody broke into Lincoln Financial Field and spit it on the Doug Peterson, on the Doug Peterson, Nick Foles Philly special statue. If somebody did that, the person who did that would be caught and somebody at Philly would kill him. Not even kidding. You said, we're scum, right? That's what happened with bad Philly fans. That's what happened, right? Deshaun Parks literally spit it on a statue of a legend and Tom Landry. And you guys just sit back and act like nothing's happened. Man, you guys are a bunch of clowns. Your team is a bunch of clowns. Your front office is a bunch of clowns. And I'm going to keep putting my foot on your guys' throats until you guys make a goddamn NFC Championship game. Because those ringless jokes didn't stop until we won a Super Bowl, right? So anyways, fuck you, Dallas. You deserve everything that's coming your way. Your entire offense is holding out in Mexico right now. Go ahead, pay Cooper and spend less money on your